Hey, good morning, fellas. It's the November the 5th, 2024 election day. I did not go for a walk. It's about 42 degrees. It's maybe gonna get up to 66 today. I'll show you. It's just clear skies. Sun should be coming up that way. Hopefully that's still east. I'm gonna call this video today the tipping point. And I believe today, one way or another, will be a very big tipping point for all of us here in the United States. I can't speak for anywhere else, but I personally think it will be a tipping point. Now, I am prepared for the worst and hoping for the best. I'm going to just sit down. Um, no, I'm not going for a walk this morning. I will get on the bicycle, the stationary bicycle. I'll also do the infrared sauna. I'm not doing the cold plunge in the pool, anything like that. I'm gonna sit back, relax, have probably one of the best meals I can prepare here at the house, and just see what happens. It's all over except for the counting of votes. I hope whichever side wins tonight and tomorrow that they're gracious in winning, and I hope the other side, I hope it's so overwhelming that the other side that loses cannot claim foul. And if they do claim foul, it's probably not enough to matter. If it's not, then I see things being very bumpy the rest of the year to June of 2025 until something breaks. Uh, I can tell you that they have hardened the Capitol, the White House, the Vice President. They've hardened all of the government buildings, and it's a big tipping point. And I'm stealing that from a Canadian author named Malcolm Gladwell, who is quite the liberal, but that you can't argue with the fact that he was right about his book, The Tipping Point. So um, once you reach the tipping point and you go over the edge, uh, everything becomes much simpler. The way forward seems simpler. How things are going to go, and and I'll give you some of the reasons why I voted for a straight Republican ticket, and I did vote for Donald Trump. I did vote for Ted Cruz here in Texas. I voted for Greg. Any of the Republicans, I voted for them. I don't think it's fair for young people and young families to have to deal with 8% inflation. My home loan is at 2.25%. I don't, it would at least double my mortgage, if not more than double my mortgage to go from 2.2 to whatever they're charging now for a mortgage. It must be at a minimum 8.5 or 8 or 9% interest. So the banks are making money off of money. That's unsustainable. Uh, Jobs are starting to disappear due to artificial intelligence. And those people right now that are struggling to get by are having a hard time. Inflation hits everybody. There are things that happen which are called regressive taxes, which mean it is a tax that all of us have to pay regardless of how much money we make or have. I'm not affected by inflation as much as somebody who's younger, just trying to get their feet on the ground, get their feet up underneath them, and get built back up from the COVID disaster. Regressive tax is gasoline. Here in the state of Texas, where I live in El Paso, gas is still over $3 a gallon. You go across, I drive maybe 10, 20 minutes across to New Mexico, and it's at least $1 cheaper there. Food prices. We all have to pay food prices. and then add to that. It's just those regressive taxes are breaking people who are just trying to get by. On top of that, there used to be jobs, indoor jobs, such as a call center. Which call center it is? I'm just telling you, things aren't as good in the trades. If you can find your way into the trades, that's fantastic. But just like some of the guys have pointed out, I'm gonna give them a shout out. EDX, Mr. Guilty Fool, Mr. Sammy, Mr. Saldofino. Anyways, Wirtz, all of you guys that chime in and help out. God, my mind's a whirl right now. But if I forgot you, I apologize. And it's not that. Anyways, let me get to the point. The point is, this is a tipping point. Today is an actual historic day because this is the fourth election in a row that will be highly contested. No matter what, unless it's overwhelming and the other side that loses, they're like, well, okay, you won. So um, I'm going to be pretty cautious for the next few days. I can afford to shelter in place for quite a while, very long time for that. But I'm going to just take it easy today. I'm definitely going to work out, do my last minute checks. Oh, and EDX, thank you. I brought all of my stuff in. Thank you very much. I didn't realize, I thought if I kept it in the boxes that it had to be okay, and you were right. Yeah, they all work, but now I know for sure. So thank you for that bit of information. It was one of those things where you go, okay, duh. But all right. Anyways, love you guys. I want you to stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, but you have to take care of yourself. You cannot ask a young man to work two jobs, pay a loan for trade school at what ungodly percentage, have to go to school for 18 months or whatever it is to get started into the trades. There has to be a breaking point. There has to be a place in time where everybody steps back and goes, you know what? We are screwing these younger people over and we need to give them a break. Interest rates need to come down. We do not need, I learned this yesterday off of where Elon Musk was on the Joe Rogan Experience. There are over 450 government agencies. There shouldn't be any more, at the most, than 100. There are so many things that the federal government has ballooned into that the states can control and should control. Education, all of that stuff. Anyways, I'm not getting off on a rant. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. And if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Today is actually one of those days that really matters for all of our combined futures. I hope the side I picked win. I hope the side I picked wins. But if they don't, I hope it's overwhelming to where it can't be said that they're cheating. And if you don't think that using a mail-in ballot is cheating, you're out of your mind. There's a reason why the country of France doesn't allow mail-in ballots. It's unbelievable some of the things that are going to happen today. So, anyways, love you guys. Like a fart in a G-string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. I was going to go off on a rant, but I'm not going to waste your time. Bye-bye.